Okay, this is really, really interesting. And it's like, I wish other people could see what I see because it's like watching insanity. Um, but I was looking at some new documentaries, and this one is more of a local one, and it's the 1 week job, and it's discover your passion. And haven't really watched the documentary because usually what I do is I try and see if there's a trailer on it, to see what it's all about. And then I go to this YouTube channel, and he's being interviewed by a TV station, and um, he's talking about producing this documentary that he did. Has went to college or got an education, and his father, asked his dad, what should I do next? And they said, follow your passion. So he decided to get 1 week jobs for every day of the year, apparently. And he's trying to discover how to live your passion. And so the documentary is all done. He's now publicizing the documentary. And during that interview, the guy's unemployed. He's still looking for his passion. But did a documentary on how to find your passion, and yet he ain't living his own passion. It's like something's really, really messed up someplace. So trying to contact them and find out a little bit more about it, because for some odd reason I'm getting this pull to make phone calls. If you're going to produce something, you're going to put something out in media, why not put some truth out there, something that actually makes sense? Like, how do you find your passion? Because if the advice is to just follow what you're passionate about, well, if I'm really, really passionate about being the smartest and the brightest and the wealthiest, and that would cause global depression because I have all of the money after I'm, the smartest. I can manipulate everybody to give me their money. So now I'm the king of the castle and I own all of the money, creating poverty throughout the land. Should I have followed my passion? If I'm passionate about feeding hungry people, do I passionately hand out free food, or do I passionately help them keep their own food instead of taking their food? I mean, if you are the one that has more food that you can offer somebody else, something happened there. I go from that analogy that if there's only 10 people on the planet and each one of them have an equal share of the money, everybody owns $1. If one person out of the 10 owns all $10, does it not create poverty for everybody else in the land? So something's a little off. And I'm saying both sides of this fence are bad. Great wealth will cause great poverty. So anytime I look at a big house, I can see without a doubt that they have created poverty. Anybody that has food compared to somebody who doesn't have food, the way they got their food that they're able to give away, they created poverty. And they're not interested in curing the causes of poverty because they're creating it and they can't see it yet. So we can't see our own footprints yet. It's not like these are really, really bad, evil people. They just don't know what they're doing yet. When an answer shows up, they'll say, you don't know what you're talking about, you're unemployed. You can't, it's like truly talking with insanity. But anyways, I looked at some of the stuff on their website, and some of the interviews that they did, and this was really interesting. Um, I went to, there's this other guy, really, let me grab it up. Um, he was on Twitter. Jason Silva. He, surprisingly enough, there's another human on the planet that says human life is not meant to die. I was so shocked when I heard another human being on the planet say Humanity is designed to live forever. It is designed to live an eternal life. Okay, so finally, one guy on the planet is on the right track. The problem is he's going down the wrong direction. And here's the deal. When I did some research on that guy, he's thinking that technology will save humanity and create um, humans to be able to live forever. So when you're trying to look at these really, really smart people, I seen another one that they were, this guy I think was a fan of Rand book. There's another documentary out there um, on this philosophy. Apparently, it's as big of a seller as the Bible. So a lot of people are getting their mentality from this Rand uh, mentality. And this guy also is, which is all corporate greed and how they justify corporate greed by making it look pretty and saying everybody needs to have this disease. Yeah, if we were all equally doing the wrong thing, we'd be destroying the planet. So it's kind of a good idea to know what the right thing is before you suggest doing something. So, anyways, that's where this guy's kind of getting. When you see where he's forming the belief systems that he has, you look at the books and the leaders that they have respect for. So then you can tell that, okay, that person just manipulated them to believe that story and think it's true because it just sort of feels good to them. So, anyways, this guy is definitely interested in getting human life to live forever, but he wants to do it through technology. Now, this is every aspect of your life. I've gone into so many million different directions that everybody thinks that I'm just this chaotic idiot that goes in a million different directions and it looks like I'm lost in chaos or whatever. But as it turns out, every single thing I did, which I even presumed was okay, there's a waste of time. I'm looking for my passion. I'm looking for the meaning of my life. And it's like the meaning of my life is I had to go down that path and experience that. Then I had to go down this path and experience that. Then this, then this, then this. And if I had enough directions enough paths that I've walked down, it gives me how many experiences that are like a puzzle that all comes together. So, one of them was programming. And what I could see instantly is programming is like a reflection of the eternal self. It's like as soon as we recognize humans can count, then in our external world, we want something to do that work for us. We're friggin' lazy people and always trying to get something for nothing, basically. So we will create a machine to do the counting for us, taking away human life's potential. The meaning of your life is to count if you know how to count, not get a calculator to count for you, because that's taking away. What are you going to do? If everything else is doing the job for you, what are you going to do next? And it's like, oh, enjoy life? No, you are creating machines to enjoy life for you because you don't even know what enjoying life is all about. Enjoying life is living your passion. Why is living passion considered work and hard and something you don't want to do? If you actually are on your passion, it's like you'll do it for free. You just can't wait to get at doing your passion. So we don't really understand what passion is yet. And that is when you want to see like these elites. They are the rich guys, they are the smartest guys, and you want to see their insanity. Well, look at what they're kind of looking at. They are trying to get humanity to live forever, which is why they heavily invest in technology and think that they're going to make a lot of money and be the best. Meanwhile, can you see that technology is kind of killing you? And so it is the wrong direction. It will look like you're creating hell if you want something external to do everything for you. And let me give you one example. If technology is going to be the way that makes humanity live forever, let's say, for example, I'm lacking love of life. um, which will cause heart problems. Anybody that's dealing with any kind of heart problem, your mission in life is to learn more about love, because that's what heart is love energy. And love energy makes that heart pump, So if love is painful, it will break your heart. It will cause some kind of heart issue. It's really hard for you to comprehend, but there is a consciousness within each organ, and to damage each organ, you have to do something against the intent of what its purpose is, which will kill you. So living a right life will make you live longer. But let's just say I am a person that's not living a loving life, and it's causing me heart problems. So technology jumps up and gives me a heart transplant. So now I can live forever with this fake heart, meaning I will live forever without love in my life, because the only reason I need a heart is for that love expression that I want to experience. But to put a fake heart on is to never deal with the cause that created the problem in the first place. So basically, if we're going to get technology to band-aid the causes of all problems, that's why it's hell, because nobody's dealing with the causes of why you need to cure any type of health problem. So there's going to be a whole pile of hell. There's going to be a whole pile of problems, a whole pile of problems that we don't want to actually solve, but instead we'll put a band-aid on it, pretend it's not there, only for it to grow. And meanwhile, you got all of this artificial shit that's just making you non-human anymore. It's like you're building robots. So this guy's idea of creating eternal life is not eternal life for humanity, it's eternal life for a computer. What they want is a computer to replace all of human life, basically. And then, to my surprise, I like going down their tweets, and who is tweeting to this guy? Richard Branson, a virgin, posting 15% more fuel efficiency engines. Okay, Richard Branson, why not 100%? This guy is offering, I mean, he's got the largest nonprofits going. And what is a nonprofit? A nonprofit is a band-aid. It makes everybody do work that needs to be done through volunteerism. So you are actually doing work for nothing. And it is the idea of feel good by helping others. And yet, your concept of helping others is actually do more harm to others while feeling good. Let's make the picture look good. Why? Because all it is a band-aid. You're not solving any issues. Why do you need this work done in the first place? Because there was a cause. Are you curing the causes? Are any of these nonprofits focused on the causes that created a need for a nonprofit? Hell no. So this is a way that somebody that's wealthy is actually creating global problems, and they feel somewhat responsible. So they fund a lot of nonprofits thinking that they're helping, but they're not, because they're the cause of the problem. They're never going to stop their actions. Branson, it's like this guy is causing so many global problems and has zero interest in solving them. You want to put up fuel efficiency bullshit? Well, I know for a fact there's free energy out there. I've seen more than one system that can do the job. I've seen him have contests looking for technology that I know damn well exists. So how come, where is it? If he's funding all of this, where are they? I know systems that can transfer all toxic waste into pure clean energy. Branson, where is it? How come you're not funding it? Because Branson doesn't know a good idea when it shows up. I've emailed the guy. The guy cannot see a good idea. He can only see bad ideas. But if technology is the way everybody goes, there is hope. Because if Branson, he's lacking heart, the amount of stuff that's in his world is the level of lack of love he has for self. He needs stuff to love his life. If he was in a room with zero there, he'd go nuts because he wouldn't love his life. So he probably will have some kind of heart condition, which he'll probably get a heart transplant. And the way things go, he'll probably get transplanted by somebody that lives in poverty, which means he'll then have the DNA to be able to see a little bit clearer. So, waiting for Branson to require a heart transplant and kill off some poor guy and steal his heart just to get the DNA so he can see better. Total insanity. Peace out.